That's a short pause or is a long pause.
Okay.
Okay, so participant pause. Okay. So Andrew, are you ready for this? That wall looks high. Interviewer, it's in between interview and Andrew. Andrew, look, I figured that. I've climbed a whole bunch ladders and a whole bunch ladders. He didn't say whole bunch of ladders, whole bunch ladders. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and whole bunch ropes. And well, okay. So some of this. Okay. So and well, okay. I don't think I'm scared of heights, but that's high now. I see it. That sounds like me. So now he sounds confident here, and
Yeah.
then he loses his confidence here. Okay, so we can hear the fear in his voice. You'll be fine, I'm sure. Do you have friends here? They'll watch, so you'll be fine. So why are you doing this? I think he's skydiving or something. Well, okay, now we can hear the nervousness. As I said, I don't have much confidence, so I think I decided, you know what? I should go for it and see how it goes. Good luck. You know, your friends want you to do this. Really, I see them there. Thanks, I'm all set. Let's look at what the student has to say.
Okay.
The interviewer, so and that's the exact structure you're gonna follow for your exam as well. So the interview addresses Andrew directly by his name, okay, which acts so the student is given a point, okay, and then the student says, and then they have explained it. Which acts as a direct personal engagement and is likely to be the start of the interview. Further evidence that is that the start of the question concerning the activity of the crime, so that an agency pair of questions and answers established to continue the conversation. The conversation extracts remains focused on the climb that Andrew is about to make and his thoughts about the challenge of the high wall. Okay, clearly there is a second person, you, to Andrew from the interviewer who repeats a reassurance of the assertion, "You will be fine," which arguably bolsters Andrew's confidence. Okay, again, evidence and then explanation. Another interviewer question, "Why are you doing this?" moves the conversation along the first part of the agency pair. Andrew does not answer directly and shows his uncertainty with the hedges and uncertainties. I, blah, 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 as well as the discourse markers, well, clear the way for a response, albeit a hesitant tone. Do you see that? So, how the tone changes
Mm-hmm.
and the proof. So, the evidence of how the tone changes. Okay. And notice how the student has gone from the beginning to the end. So it goes from the beginning to the end. So we're in the middle. Now we're going towards the end. The extract finishes with formulaic response. Oops. For the occasion, good luck. Followed by thanks, which are mutually understood. So we're also highlighting a mutual understanding between the two.
Mm-hmm.
This is my analysis, which sustain the tone of support. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The next one you're doing on your own, and I'm not going to show you the response.
I
Uh,
don't know how I'm gonna do it.
okay, let's talk about it. All right, let's talk
Okay.
about it and then we'll analyze it, but you're writing it on your own. Okay. So, context part is
Okay.
three friends are planning a holiday by rail to Europe. So, this is a conversation between three friends. M is male,
Okay.
female one, female two. This website says there's a good rail service to Amsterdam, and really,
Okay,
I
they're
would go.
cutting each other
Yes.
off.
Yeah. So, overlapping. What does it
Overlapping.
show?
Excitement.
Yes, the fact that she says really shows excitement, and then you can also focus on I wanna go. Wanna shows their age. Heard good stuff also
Mm-hmm.
kind of identifies their age.
Yeah.
I hear nice
He's
trains.
thinking.
Uh-huh. Yes.
The two
Um,
buzz.
yeah, trains with level twos, good review. So the person F1 is a little uncertain here. Okay, not showing the equal energy as F2, right? Um,
Yep.
Great. Let's look at the cost. That's me. That's F2 is me. And then F1 is my other friend. Great. Let's look at the cost of for Amsterdam, Brussels. Try Amsterdam, Paris. Could be better. Amsterdam, Brussels. It costs 40 euros. So it's like
He's
maybe
searching. Like the four
yes,
pause, he's
very
like
good.
searching.
Yeah, searching or checking, right? That's quite a lot. F2 is totally broke.
For
That's
each.
to
Is it each?
yeah. For each, is it each? Yeah. So
She's confirming.
yeah. Yeah, so confirming each cost 40 euros each. We could try another time for maybe weekday. Could be cheaper.
There's
All right.
another
So
pause.
yeah. Um Thinking perhaps. There's some thinking, thought process, alternative strategies. F1 is completely silent. I think she's gonna dish in the end. Look on another travel site or something. We could compare then,
She wants
right?
to get a good deal.
Yeah. And is eager talking about possibilities. If we looked at one side, then maybe okay, so you see what does this mean?
That was supposed to be overlapping.
Okay. So if we looked at one side, then maybe we could see the going rates for those two routes. The only problem is if we do go by train is the hassle of finding the right buses and coaches. And nah, the train stations will be in the city centers one day. Yeah, they will be. Finally, F1 speaks. So again, we pick on the slang,
Mm-hmm.
and then we hear F1 finally overlapping, and then yeah, F2 is definitely showing Miss Mahin's energy here. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
all right.
Okay.
So now, what do you think?
What do I think?
What do you think? Do you think you can write it? So you'll have to go from beginning, middle, and then end.
Yeah, but I know, like, I'm confused how to go about the
Okay.
writing. That's the thing.
You've been provided four bullet points of what you need to talk about. So the
Okay.
role of each participant in planning the trip. Okay. So find evidence and the tone. So we know that the role of the male is to plan the trip. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So the extent to which each participant supports or counterreacts the suggestions of the other two. Clues to the relationship. How close is the relationship? What is the mutual understanding? So
Mm-hmm.
these 3 points you have to talk about using this text.
Okay.
Okay, so you're focusing
Okay.
on, so let's say if I said the relation let's say if I said, okay, let me focus on bullet point 2, the extent to which each participant supports or counter reacts. So I'll say we know that the M is taking the lead role in planning, while we can see
Mm-hmm.
that F is showing a lot of enthusiasm, and then we can put up the evidences from there. When I hear nice trains, and then they're suggesting other ways, like to look on the other website, so you can add that.
Yeah.
So that is evidence that they're showing support. However, one isn't showing much support, wasn't showing much support in the beginning, right? However, the
Mm-hmm.
stance kind of changes, and the tone changes because they're also trying to give a solution
They're
in
trying to
over there.
figure out like
Yes,
other options.
right. So
Okay.
that would be like one chunk. You've got one bullet point out of the way, and then you've got other bullet points to go over. Okay,
Okay. Okay, let's
give it a shot.
yeah.
I'm right here. Let
Okay.
me
Should
pause
I
this.
start
Yeah.
with, oh, this is a conversation